Okay, let's go back to Grackle, hand in the diary, hand in the bounty, and then Cecilia is here. A witch again. Heathen, I just saw you. I literally just saw you. I think I liked your old look better. Oh, I like your paintings. Hey, passenger. I was hoping I'd run into you again. I have something you might be interested in. See, I found this talking book that contains the answer to the meaning of life and to all the metaphysical questions that you and every other human being ever had throughout the history of the world. I myself am out of questions that I really care about the answers to, frankly, but I figured someone like you might find it useful. A mere $928. Interested? Oh, can you lower the price a little bit? Sorry, that's my best price. Come on, you know you want it. I do, but I don't have money. Oh, really? That's too bad. Maybe next time. Well, if you're light on coin, maybe I can offer you some entertainment instead? Nothing bites like cold teeth of boredom, after all, right? How about a bit of fortune telling? Or foretelling? I've got this tarot card I found at the bottom of a drawer. If you're up for it, I can give you a glimpse of what awaits down that treacherous path you venture on. All complimentary too. What do you say? Was this the main thing you wanted to get at? Okay. Wonderful. Huzzah! Oh, hooray! Now let me just give these here a quick shuffle. Manic shuffling. Okay, let's do this. Pick one of these 3 cards. Middle. Ah! You've drawn the Fool. Wow, that's rude. Bad cards, bad. Can't take the silly things anywhere, I guess. Now let's pick your second card. Just gonna shuffle these again. There's only 2 cards. Okay, which will it be this time? Middle. Oh. The Pain Collector. That old nasty... Wait, you haven't been hanging out at the fighting pit without me, have you? You were there! I just saw you. Ready for the last one? Middle. Let's see. You picked... Judgment. Wow, that's, ominous. Ha! Well. You pulled some interesting shit, pal. To be honest, though, I don't know jack about tarot. You'll probably have a fascinating road ahead of you. Or maybe not. Only time will tell. On a different topic, I saw you glance at my chest earlier. You're not too subtle, are you? Yeah, that chest, yeah. Never let it be said that I'm not overflowing with generosity. Go on, take a look. And as usual, you can keep whatever you find inside. Here's hoping it's something good. I'll look at your chest alright. Eh. Hope this makes you happy. Mortals like shiny stuff, right? You say it like you're not a mortal. Sorry, no refunds. Stewed snake. Paintbrush. You've been drawing here? Can I be your subject? Dude! I just sat on the paint. Oh my god. Well, lady. Oh, Patrick, you're smart. Don't come over. That lady was weird. We don't talk to people like that. She's not good for our health. Gotta go back to Joe as well. Long road, my god. We're revealing parts of the map. Hello? Am I still allowed here? Pigman's all I got? Shit, I am desperate. Oh, you have a quest? Looking for work? my runner's laid abed with fever, and I got a client at the Dagger and Bones waiting on an order of Trapper supplies. We'll pay you decent, say $50. Sure? It's at Song's Farewell. When you're there, find Dennis Morgan and hand over the goods. He'll compensate you. We'll see. If it's not too out of the way. We got some nicer guns. Yeah, I gotta equip the revolver. That's it. Thanks. Got me a nice revolver. Yep. Yeah, we need to lower expectations. Oh, Sheriff. Yes, excuse me, you're all blocking the entrance here. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna go out the window then. I can't! Do you mind if I just leave? Is it okay if I go out here? You barred all your windows. I can't. Oh my god. Dude. Of the nesting and reproduction habits of ridgebacks. Ooh. Beware of ridgeback hosts preparing to die, and especially beware a hive threatened. Upon the death of its host, or should the husk's hide be split, the swarm will burst forth in like manner to a cloud of dire poison rising from the swamps, eagerly seeking out a fresh body into which it may tunnel. That's mean. Yeah, people just tolerate me. We're not actually welcome here. That's okay, I don't need any of you. I literally don't. Gavin, be good! It's one of them snout monsters. You ain't gonna eat me if I don't got what you need in stock, right? Think about it. Ooh, damn, I was so close to being able to afford the book. Actually, did she give me that price? To price it above more than what I have exactly? Maybe that was it. Yeah. The book. I kind of wanted that book. Cursed dust. Talking Pigman terrorizes Cedar Flats! Latest news off the relay! Sheriff? Hope it wasn't any trouble. Here's your reward. That's that. Hey, the dude is gone. Dude is gone. It is February 1st now. We also have to hand back the diary. Was it you? No. It was somebody on the second floor of the saloon. The saloon host. Was it you? By the spirits! That's it! That's my grandpa's old diary! You're a real miracle worker, ain't you? Here's your $100. Wish I could offer more. Real piece of family history you've brought back to me, mister. I won't forget it. Sweet. Racking up a good bit of money here, actually. $1,000! Can we afford that one gun? Yeah, we'll report back to Joe. Oh no. What's wrong with Patrick again? His number's gone, again. Wait, I want to go check out the guns, see what I can afford. Oh, I'm missing like 20 bucks. Actually, this shotgun's not even as good as the one I have. What? Damage 84, magazine 5. Damage 90, magazine 2. Oh, the 5 would be helpful. The 5 would be really good. The knife? I can buy a pretty knife. Which is... It's fast, but... I want a... If I'm paying this much money, I want a straight upgrade. But you ain't giving me one. Do you want to buy the nice shotgun? We could. That's a lot of money though, holy crap. Oh, we can buy bullets too. Do we hardly have any bullets? Okay, if I sell this knife. Oh! Okay, let's do it. Wow, selling back for 150 only? Damn. This better be freaking amazing then. I have been using the shotgun quite a bit, so I don't mind. But I don't have money, and I don't have shotgun shells. Jane, we have a problem. You using any of these? Yeah, we'll just sell all of these. I think we need a little bit of money so we can buy some shotgun shells. Yeah, no more crappy shotguns. The rifle, I can take away. Revolver, I can take away. Good. Can I have a little bit of ammo? What's the difference? Is there a difference? It's the same, right? It's my 25. Good enough. Sweet. Okay. Maybe another 25, just in case, right? The grave behind us, there's so many... Oh my gosh. He's calling me handsome. Whatever, man. Quit lying to me. I know y'all lying. This grave here is getting bigger and bigger. Because of the Stillwater's attack. That's why. Well, we'll continue on our journey now then. We're more equipped, stronger, and better than ever. Now we're really scared because we're gonna find out the truth about Cecilia. Oh. Highway robbery? Okay. Halt, intruder! You trespass upon ground claimed by our sisterhood of witches in exile. We ought to flay you alive. Ah, but what's this? A package? We'll accept that as tribute in exchange for letting you live. Hand it over, quickly, now. What package? I'm not giving you a package. Fine. Sisters, to me. Leave this one's corpse as a warning to the temple. Just got a new gun. Holy crap! No one gets to escape here. You think you can all escape? Oracle. These people are outcasts. Damn. What package, though? I don't know what you're talking about. What package? I don't remember. Oh, the package that we're supposed to deliver for the quest. I see. That package. Patrick's doing the thing again. Patrick, you should be more than 70. I'm guessing that happens because somebody back in Grackle had the same model as Patrick. We might need to get out of here. Hey Jane, do you want your wedding band back? You should have it back. Here you go. Don't let your husband yell at you about that again, okay? Cecilia is all the way up here. Oscuro's Stead. Middle of nowhere. Whoever lives here wanted to get as far away from their old life as possible. Not sure we'll like what we find here.
Quiet out here. Good place to never get found.
Patrick? Patrick walking in like he owns the place. You need to use the outhouse? Oh, okay. Well... Hello? Floods. One of those pigmen. Thought I was far enough out here they wouldn't find me. Go on now, Snout. Get! Cecilia, why did you turn me in? Oh, spirits, you can talk? I've never met a talking one of you before. But look at her though, she looks like a bounty hunter. She's not working at the brothel anymore. But what if, oh, she has an eye patch. What if I feel like I had to deal with that because I was beating them up and stuff. And you said you want to know who turned you in? Who exactly are you, Snout? That locket. It can't be. Clarence, that you? Clarence Quigley? Oh, floods, it is. Those eyes, those same fucking deadbeat eyes. You've got a lot of nerve coming here, throwing accusations against me of all people. Oh, like you don't remember. All them beatings you gave me? I had every right to turn you into Ruth, into a pig. What do you mean? I should know already. We read that document. We read the note back at the brothel, we know this. Quigley's lantern room. Always loved that stupid sign with your name on it. Had the world under your foot, and me too. Wouldn't let your boot off my neck. I can't even walk straight because of you. Bones never healed right. Got night terrors, cold sweats. Even birds on the windowsill make me flinch. Is that really true? What? Your fists aren't still sore from beating on me? Why in floods do you think I'm living in this crap shack? I was trying to escape from you! I had no idea. What? Your memory got erased? Got pig brains now? Like I said, convenient. Listen, Clarence. You came all the way out here to get answers. Now you know. You were a son of a bitch when you were human. Question is, you gonna be a son of a bitch as a pig too? Well, let's find out. Why not start by apologizing for what you've done to me? I'm sorry. No, could you please forgive me, is what I said. Forgive you? Clarence, there ain't no way to forgive somebody for what you done. Not ever. I loved you. You understand that? I loved you, and you put me under your boot. Made me think I belonged there. Now, I might not ever get out from under it. Look, I ain't envy your predicament, but you came and asked for forgiveness, and I gave you your answer. That's that. Now all I gotta say is, I hope you learn how to treat people right, Clarence. I really do. And get the fuck off my property.
The hate in her eyes burns bright still. She might never forgive you. All that's left is to try and do better from now on. Spending your life doing what you can to make amends.
Well, things are a little bit better than I thought. I thought she didn't love me at all, and that she was doing all this just to get me turned into a pigman. But she's saying, no, I did love you at one point, but you were horrible. So I chose to not love you anymore. Which is fair. Timothy Gorman brought to justice. Oh, Cecilia. Look at her sigil, or her stars. She's got like a big... Oh my god. Look, I appreciate the apology and all, but it's time you got the fuck out of my house. Okay, I won't disturb you. What's in your chest? Oh my god. Oh my god. It's free real estate. Do you mind if I just... Sorry, I'll be going now, okay? I just needed a place to rest for one day. You have 3 beds in your bedroom. Who else is here? Who else is here? Cecilia? I'm sorry for everything. I really am. Yeah, I mean, I thought we suspected this pretty heavily already, since pretty much the moment we got to the brothel, when we realized that we were the owner. So it's not like this comes as a big shock. But at least we said our apologies. I think that's important. Yeah, that's an important thing. We are a revered pigman. We are revered. Yeah, you know what? Let's quick save here, because I need to fix Patrick. Patrick, you alright? Alright. Patrick looking good now. My nymph relics. If I don't spend it, I can send it to the next person after me, right? I've got some nice guns. Some real nice guns. Haven't even tried these yet. Ambush arrow. Swift shots. I'll try this one. We don't use the bow too much. Give myself a chance to use it. Joe? Deliver the trapper supplies? Bear sighting. Try defending myself with a machete. Damn! Whoa, what the hell? Oh, I turned myself into stone against bullets, but that doesn't do anything for non-bullets, which is what the bears are doing. Oh! I still don't have a skinning tool bag, unfortunately. Yeehaw! One more of the harvesters. Pretty hurt, though. Don't mind if I do. I love Patrick. A different kind of love from Yi-Song. Yi-Song was just talking shit all day long. Patrick is also kind of like that, but he gives me more of a, hey boss, what are we doing today? Like an underling kind of vibe, whereas Yi-Song was just like a mass murderer. Don't forget, Patrick! You were weak before I picked you up. I made you strong. Becoming a part of my posse, that's the best decision you've ever made in your life. Song's farewell. A hunting outpost? I thought this was a village. No, it's like a little settlement. Oh. Hey, Dennis Morgan. Oh, you were sent by Tammy Cooper, right? At last, my supplies. Was beginning to think the runner got waylaid by the wilds. Let's see him. Yup. Everything's here. That's a relief. Bless you, traveler. And for your trouble, 50 bucks. You're welcome. Oh, sorry, I kind of broke a whole bunch of stuff and everyone's... Hey, this is like a... Is this a trapper settlement? They look combative. No, I'll be leaving now. I'll be leaving now. Ah, you guys sell tanning related stuff here, right? Watch it. Too many itchy fingers around here. Okay, okay, I'll leave, bye. Oof. Sorry. Joe, you got your wraith. Out of the mines, they'll defend their claim to the death and beyond. Oh god. Oh god. Let me hit you. Yo, I nearly smashed into whoever that is. Whoa, I don't have any bandages on me right now. Hold on. Boss, you're bleeding. I'm good. I'm good. Come over here. This guy's walking too damn fast. There we go. Still one more. Oh. Yikes. We can walk away from some of these engagements. If it's a repeat and we know that it's not going to be crazy, maybe we should just start walking away from them. Yeah, it's the random events, if you don't have enough of them, it's really easy for them to start feeling a little bit repetitive. It's not that bad right now, but we have seen this one before. So yeah, like we don't have to see it a billion times. That's all. Can I eat you? Yo, I need some bandages. Jane. Oh, but you need one too. I'll give you one. Patrick, do you have more? They're still talking about the pigman who took the fighting pit by storm. Oh, I'm actually really low on bandages. That's not good. That's not good. We might have to be a little bit careful then. Okay. Twin Oaks, another mine. Pig Eater Bog. Traveling merchants? Do you sell bandages? You do. I haven't even had to pick any locks so far, because we've barely been going to settlements, that's why. Yeah, I'll buy some. How much money do I have? It's probably worth it. Pigman, shit! Wait, you ain't gonna eat me? Hang on, are you the hog that just blew through the fighting pit? Well, flood me! Need any supplies? I do. I'll buy it for somebody in the future. I'm okay with that. Sell some junk. Buy one more. Sweet. Thanks, guys. Same stuff. Are you alright? Yeah, sure, I guess I'll buy the lockpicks too. They're kind of rare to come by. Joe? I got your wraith.
Friend, we're back alive. Does that mean I can try to speak without rhyme?
Try with a dirty poem.
Think so? Alright, here goes. There once was a man from Canuck who wanted to try his luck. So he put on a dress, found a fella who'd never guess, and asked if he wanted to
make sweet love. Oh, you did it! You did it! That didn't rhyme.
Oh, spirits! Fucking floods! It didn't rhyme! Spirits! Fucking no good wraith! Two-timing good for nothing weasel of a spirit! Good riddance! Friend, I can't ever thank you enough. Now one good turn deserves another. How about I come along? Lend you some extra poet muscle.
No. Pigman, Joe. Ugh.
No worries, friend. I'll be there if things ever get tough.
Yo, friend for life. I saved his soul. Joe is nice. But we don't know what he did to become a pigman. of the people that became Pigmen, probably somebody didn't have a good reason for becoming one. Like they were turned one wrongfully. Everyone got turned into a Pigman wrongfully, really. But thanks, Joe. I appreciate your offer, but I'm gonna take Patrick with me. Yeah. Show the young kid around the place. You can just live happily ever after now, alright? You don't need to think about anything else anymore. Especially since I'm almost done with the soul tree too. Let's see here. Hello? Take a mighty storm to wipe this place clean. Almost feel sorry for them, poor beasts. Everyone seems normal. Oh god, they're like itchy or something. They just routinely go up to the trees. Tree? It looks like it's okay. Hey. You pig fuck! You did it! I'm dying! You hear that, you witch? I'm fucking dying! Oh, it hurts. My fucking roots. Now listen, pork chop. All these souls, I can take them to the grave with me, make them go kaput, or I can let them loose. Up to you. But keep in mind, some of these fucks were bad, real bad. And I know, because I had to deal with their fucking souls inside me, capiche? So, what's it gonna be? Free these pig fucks, or keep them dumb as doornails? Yeah, this is the choice that we knew was coming. Oh, I'm a little bit torn. I understand that I was a bad person and a lot of the people here are probably also bad people, but turning them into pigs? It's kind of, you know, same reason as why I didn't turn Ruth into a pig. It's just, I'm not sure if I feel comfortable making a decision about an entire group of people based on this one thing here. And as we saw in the lantern room in the brothel, okay, I was a horrible person, I was the owner, I left. And then immediately, somebody else worse comes. So I feel like, there's always gonna be bad people in this world. I'm a good person. Okay, I feel like I'm a good person, as in the soul that's transferring from body to body right now. But Clarence himself, after I leave Clarence's body, is he gonna be a bad person? Well, narratively, I definitely feel like freeing the souls is more, it might be more interesting. Because if we just let them burn, then the status quo is just the pigs being brainless, right? So if we free them, we might be making the world a worse place. But I kind of want to see what happens. Okay, do it, my man. You got it, pork chop. Off they fucking go. Now, show is finally over for this sorry fucking tree. Arrivederci, snout fox!
The tree seizes. Faces of 1,000 souls writhe across the tree bark. Then escape. Free at last. They made you into a monster, and you were. At least Clarence was. You may have asked Cecilia for forgiveness, but hers aren't the kind of wounds that heal easy. Now the rest of the pigmen have got their souls back. The question is, will y'all do right? It'll take a lifetime to show the world y'all ain't monsters. Best get to proving it.
I'm guessing it's kind of gonna be like how Jane dealt with the Stillwaters. Yeah, like if she hadn't, then there would still be Stillwaters wandering around, right? But she did, so they're no longer here. So if we didn't, if we just let the souls die, then that's that. But if we bring them all back, maybe they'll end up being more aggressive and they'll haunt the roads. Who knows? Maybe let's give ourselves a bit of hope for humanity and see if, or, you know, I don't know, be a little bit optimistic and hope that they cherish the second chance here. Free the sex workers from their servitude at the lantern room. Rescue Pigman Joe's soul from the wraith. Put Ruth below snakes. Came to terms with Cecilia. Rescue the souls of your fellow pigmen. Yeah, a very anti-pig sorta choices. You know, Ruth is not a pig. The pigman souls got freed. And that's it. Okay. While the world of Weird West is entirely fictional, the Lost Fire Nation depicted throughout the next journey are based on Anishinabeg people. This is what we've placed our hopes on? Pain! Well, ask Cecilia for forgiveness after all. Mysterious girl. A painful choice. Pain is good. Maybe. Maybe not. Let's see what happens next. Oh, I'm chomping at the bit. Look, these people are all together. All of them. Bows allow for silent takedowns. That's probably some timely information here, huh? Kill an unaware target with a single bow, and you can keep their pals from noticing your presence. Yeah, but the last time I tried using a bow, it didn't kill the guy in one hit.
Old legends talk of Wendigo, the spirit of greed who possesses the hearts of men. Those men, they become monsters, blights on the land. You and your nation have tracked Wendigo's spread all the way out west, far from home, where greed's at its worst. Now you're close. Time to get hunting.
He came this way, along the river. We're a close cousin. It's the native people. We came across one as a trapper in a cave. Cousin! Cousin! That mark on your neck! What is that? Red Thunderbird. It can wait! We didn't track the spirit of greed this far west just to lose its trace now. Oh, we're in the body already. Quick, cousin! Follow the river's edge. The trail's still fresh. He's strong! Careful. Across rivers, blood in the air. I know caves well. Imbalance is taking over the lands. Who am I? Oh, my name is Across Rivers. The Lost Fire Nation's best hunter, bent on tracking down Wendigo and ending its grip on the west. Immune to lightning, and of course, the box is still here. Got a portable relayograph. Alright, I'm a bow person this time. Perks are kept. Oh, you only have 3 skills. Cousin Bear, summon a bear. Western Wind, create a tornado. Sure-footed, move quietly. Kind of like harnessing the power of nature, I guess? The Protector. Okay. No. We want to follow the trail. On the ground. That's a lot of writing. While aiming your bow, the longer you hold, the stronger your shot will be. Attacking an unaware enemy increases damage dealt. If you can kill an unaware enemy in one shot, you'll get a silent takedown and avoid raising the alarm. There's something here. Let's try it out. Or maybe we should just leave him alone. Who are we trying to get right now anyway? The ravenous trap. Oh, there's a camp over there. Okay, I'll try this out. Works better when they're unaware. Red Thunderbird, are you following me? Or am I doing this alone? Oh, the elevation is different. See, that didn't work. Was it the... Oh god. Was it the specific body part that I aimed at that was wrong, or... Dang it. There you go. Is this guy being protected by wolves? Most of the time it's okay. Yo, I feel like my friend abandoned me. He's not coming. Does distance matter? Well, we gotta camp. He's coming now. My cousin. Let's get to traveling. No. Not sure where we are right now, but let's just roll. Roll with all of it. From yonders he calls. Where is it? The Olvidado bracelet! I must have it! You took it! You took the Olvidado bracelet! The settler. He's infected with greed. He'll kill us if we don't end him first. Thief! Scum! You took the bracelet, and I'll make it mine! Whoa! A settler, he said. Infected? The spirit of greed. It had taken hold of that man. If he was searching for something called an Olvidado bracelet, then we need to know what it is. Olvidado is a term we've heard before in Jane's journey. We must burn the body. I will send for someone to come and properly dispose of the remains. For now, we must return to the village and speak with the elder. She'll know what to do.
That trapper. He wasn't right. Sick with that spirit of greed. Best report back to your village. Let him know the trail's hot.
Spirit of greed, ravenous. Oh, what? He killed a minecrawler all by himself? Treasure Seeker's Journal. Journal's got the name Carrier and Company. Treasure Seekers embossed on the title, or the cover. There are various diagrams and sketches of what appear to be 3 gold bracelets. A travel log recounts the treasure seekers' movements across the Stackstone Plains, following leads on something called the Olvidado bracelets. The final entry reads, found the gravesite in question, just like we thought, a false lead. No remains of the Olvidado children, nor any evidence of the Olvidado bracelets. Of note, we're being followed. Not sure by who. They keep to the shadows, but at night, we can just make out 2 blue lights in the dark. The guy's eyes. We'll camp tonight and head back to meet up with the team at sunrise, keeping my revolver close and loaded. Even that wasn't enough. Oh, I thought those were like human skulls or something. Some occult-looking circles and all that. Yeah, not looking very good here. Hello there. Oh, I want that shovel too. Oh, dang it. Not even one. I don't even have one lockpick. I'll bury this guy. He didn't deserve to die. More and more land is lost day by day. We go home. It's over here. Oh, we're in the furthest corner of the map. Is that maybe like the area of where the natives usually are? The native nation. Lost Fire Nation. Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Thriving place. This is just some random place. A peaceful plain where land, water, and people came together in balance. Come together in balance. Hoa! Home again! And I hear you got into a scrape? We followed Windigo west from our territory, all the way here, to this land, to this very man you were tracking. It is said his lips were chewed right through. Oh, we read a news article about that. People chewing their lips? The sign of Windigo's influence, as we suspected. Tell me, Did you learn what this man was searching for? What the spirit of greed was pushing him to find? He was searching for the Olvidado bracelets? Olvidado is the name of a lost gold mine, but it's just a settler myth. The last time we heard this name, Olvidado, was in the context of some gold. I don't remember what the sentence was exactly, but that's how they mentioned it too. A gold mine. You truly think the lost mine exists? All I know is, the man was possessed by greed, the spirit of Windigo, and if he was looking for the Olvidado bracelets, then we must find them. Perhaps you're right. Across rivers, west-standing woman and I must sever the head of the man you killed and burn it, or else greed will bring him back. Come back at sunrise. We have much to discuss. What about the Windigo? A spirit with a heart colder than the north wind, and a hunger that never ends. Where the spirit travels, those who give in to greed turn ravenous. We hunted it west to this land. We're finally close. I have a mark on my neck that suddenly appeared. Trying out a new look? Youth these days. Come here and let me take a look. Shta-ta! That's hotter than Thunderbird lightning. West-standing woman and I will have to speak on it. Good medicine, bad. I can't tell yet what this mark means. Not something that this nation is familiar with. The Onirists knew it was wanderer magic.
So that trapper was possessed by Windigo, the spirit of greed, chasing the legend of Olvidado's lost gold mine. Must be some truth to it. The trapper's chewed up lips were true enough.
Yeah, we definitely saw a news article about that before. People becoming possessed. Displaced Nation Part 2. I send this with the last of our warriors, who I hope will make it west. I need for you to no longer wait for me. I have chosen to stay behind with our elders, who are not able to travel. I trust you will understand that, even though I may have joined our ancestors before you are able to return. I have lived well, and I am grateful to have known you in this life. Oh wow. Displaced. We came from somewhere, right? We came from somewhere else. That's why we're at the edge of this place right now. Or are you saying that somebody took our land? Because that seems more likely. Especially when we're talking about a native story. West-standing woman thinks we should try, and so we will. Praying? Oh, I can sleep until sunrise. Grateful for this community. Me too. Me too. The wolves just hang around here. That's nice. Back in Belstead, we had a wolf too. It died immediately when the Stillwaters came, but still, we had one. It was a weird wolf, not a tamed wolf, whatever that means. Cousin Bear, this seems fun. Bow abilities. Yeah, we're like a bow person. Dealing damage, that could be fun too, but let's go with this one. Sure-footed. We can run super fast. Could be good for stealthing. Or just escaping normally, huh? Okay. Wonder if we can still recruit Jane, and maybe even Clarence. Orf? We'll do even better by these lands when balance is restored. We have a pretty big piece of land here. This lodge carries hope. Across rivers, you're awake. Upper Sky and I spoke through the night, and we agree, Olvidado's lost gold mine must be real, and it is consuming this land with greed. It is clear. As long as that mine exists, the spirit of greed will only grow stronger. So we have no choice. We must find and destroy the mine. Stories say the mine's hidden. Only the 3 Olvidado bracelets will reveal it. The man you killed was from the Dagger and Bones. Their camp's near. We must ask them if they know more about the 3 bracelets. Dagger and Bones. That's a company that sets up the weapon stores in town. The trappers. One of their men had gone missing, and they asked for our help. The same man you found by the river's edge, consumed by the spirit of Windigo. Zaganash idiots! I don't trust them. They kill animals just to sell their skins. Disgusting. Unfortunate as it was, you were right to kill him. Only burning his head in the fire would have stilled his ravenous spirit. Yeah, we respect nature around here. I guess we don't really kill... Not for fun anyway. We don't kill things for fun. About being ravenous. True enough, the trapper you killed became ravenous. Their greed consumes them so much that they eat even their own lips. If they allow greed to take over, they turn Windigo. The ravenous on this land are obsessed with gold. As they hunger for control, their eyes shine blue with the icy cold from Windigo's hold on their hearts. The land can never be in balance while people become ravenous in their pursuit of gold and bring forth Windigo. That is why we must find this last gold mine and destroy it. Okay. I'm eager to move too. Let's make sure we didn't track Windigo all this way just to lose his trail now.
That lost gold mine. Only way to find it is them Olvidado bracelets. The ravenous trapper you killed was from the nearby D&B camp. They're bound to know more.
Okay. Last time 3 tree roots, this time 3 bracelets. If there's lost gold, Windigo will want it. Yeah, I guess in this era, we saw on the map already, but there's a whole bunch of gold mines. It's the, I don't know, gold rush sort of era, I guess. The edge is here. Do we have a horse? We might not. That's fine. We'll figure it out. Fort Glen. Just to look around. Yeah. Yes! We can get back our old friends. Old friends? Well, people that we probably want to get back anyway, just for some equipment and all that. End of the line. A pair of duelists face off in the undergrowth. I can avoid them, but why? Pigman Joe! Hey, I try to be civil, but y'all wasn't interested. Fighting me won't make you any less a pigman, but if you're eager to die, well, I'm happy to oblige. Pigman Joe might have been one of the good ones, and then now that I've freed everybody, yeah, he's gotta go around killing everybody. Which I think is okay. Okay. Shut your trap, Joe, you little shit. If I gotta have my mind back in this spirit's cursed body, I'm at least gonna use it to kill you. Of course we're helping Pigman Joe. We know the story, that's why, but otherwise, I'd probably stay out of it. Am I helping? There you go.
Ooh-wee! Some hogs just don't know how to get over their shit, huh? Thanks for the help. Time to head back to the swamps, I guess. Unless you've got room for a pig in your posse, maybe?
I do, Joe. Holy crap, Joe is strong.
First person calls me a snout is getting butchered.
Yeah, some of them are gonna be bad, but I'm hoping that at least one person of all the Pigman souls are grateful for their mind back. But even if they get their mind back, they're in this body, and we can't change that. They're not getting their original bodies back. They're just getting their minds back in this horrible, mutilated body. Joe.
Feels odd, not having a rhyme. Feels good.
I don't know your story. Sweet. You play the guitar. Even sweeter. Nice. Nice. Oh, I'm torn now because I was gonna go get Jane and Pigman Joe, but Clarence. Jane and Clarence, but now that I have Pigman Joe, and he's really strong, I don't know. Maybe it's time to let Jane rest a little bit, you know, because she's been through a lot. For Glenn. But I still want to meet them because I gotta get the stuff from their inventories. It'll make everything go faster. Jane's journey was the longest because we didn't know what was going on, but now that we know, the fastest way is probably just to grab everyone's equipment, and then we can start from there.
Fort Glen, home of the dagger and bones. Rough types here. Better not look sideways much.
I've got a Pigman with me. Y'all should be scared. Mary Ann Wilson. Your jewelry was handled by a pig. Would it sicken you to know that the fine necklace or ring you purchased from a certain Cedar Flats jeweler was handled, even forged, by a Pigman? Send your support to our cause at Cedar Flats to run the vile creature out of town. We accept funds, rations, and weapons. Wow. You mean even now? Like the Cedar Flats jeweler, that was a lady that made our locket, right? Is she employing a Pigman? After the events of what happened with Clarence? Or before? Actually kind of curious. But they're discriminating against the Pigman. Feels kind of bad. Heard about that sheriff in Grackle? Fine woman, they say. Trappers. Am I allowed? Oh, sorry, it's late at night. It's late at night and I don't want to steal. Close the door, Joe. We're taking that. Ragged journal. Looked like an ordinary journal once upon a time. Recently, though, handwriting's messy, shaky, drop of blood here and there, smudged by a nervous hand. Golden bracelets, bracelets in gold. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sounds like they're turning ravenous. Why ain't you returned my letters? I'm getting worried, sweetheart. Last letter you sent was passing strange, and that was weeks ago. You ain't been writing back. Did I do something wrong? Please send a reply. I know it's an extravagance. Before Glenn got a relay transmitter a while back, didn't it? I just want to know you're alive. You can't imagine the nightmares I'm having, knowing what you might run afoul out of these cursed woods, and now these rumors of folk on the roads going mad. Write me soon, please. Love, Alex. It's the guy that was just sleeping in his bed, right? Well, I don't think they're doing too hot, actually. Hey, I'm very curious. Okay, we can light a chimney, but if we don't light it, we can do the whole, like, rope from the chimney thing, right? Yes! But no reason for this house. And certainly not now, because they've got we turn on the chimney the fireplace. Well, I think we might have to wait until daytime. Don't steal that. No. Don't take kindly to troublemakers around these parts. Remember that. Okay, Tammy. Don't gotta be so rude. It's our first meeting and all that. We have to find the leader. Oh, there are horses here. Can I buy a horse or... Maybe stealing would be okay. Get lost, outsider. Across the seas with you, outsider. Careful. Oh my god. Oh my god. Watch out for hunters. Don't want to catch a stray bullet. They have wraiths here. A siren. A cunning foe assumes human form, but sustains itself on human flesh. Occasionally working groups under a powerful single leader, but many others remain solo hunters. Can be detected by the smell of rotting meat in a residence, or news of unexplained disappearances. Kinda like Shelby. Sometimes they have a leader. Cave terror. Do not approach, do not feed. Does not need sight to detect you. Do not be a hero. If you are spotted by a cave terror in the field, get to Solid Stone immediately and call for backup. Yeah, that's the one strategy they taught us. because the solid stone means it can't burrow below you. What is that? Oh, it's a ridgeback. Corpse is infected with semi-intelligent hives of insects, releases swarms from its main mass when threatened, produces venom, both as a defense mechanism and in its nests. Tread with care. Pigman. Oh god. We have one with us right here. Mutation of the flesh and bodily grafts caused by magic. Unthinking but aggressive. Travel in packs. Prefer to attack with simple weapons. Eat their kills. Most commonly found in swampland, especially pig-eater bog. Updated. Just recently across the west, pigmen have begun to speak, think, and use tools like humans once more. Trappers should take note that most are still aggressive and won't hesitate to eat anyone they catch. Stay alert. Most. So some are okay. Some do want to reintegrate back into society. Okay, so the jeweler at Cedar Flats probably hired a nice pigman then, but they're still being discriminated against. I like that we're seeing the results of our decisions here. It might not be the best one for society as a whole. Whoa. But some pigmen they seem to be trying to change their lives. Today is the day I bring down that ridgeback for good. Do you mind if I read the news? Timothy Gorman brought to justice. Weak land deals promise grand future for Offerton Valley. Mayor wakes. They're making... Oh, they got some new land. Offerton Valley. Copper found at Red Butte? Some days since, this publication received word of a possible copper lode found near Red Butte. Local authorities warn prospectors that all claims must be properly staked and jumpers will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Miners sought at Quail Run Silver Mine. New vein, and we're looking for labor. Fair pay, lodgings and 2 meals per day provided. Occultists need not inquire. We are respectable folk. Onirists are not well respected here. New site in town. Go to Boulder Creek to see the deepest hand-dug well. Sales records. Hides, leather and cord, venison, rabbit and snake, deer glue for the oak barrels at Cedar Flats' vineyards, prime cuts of meat for Gallon's Crossing, ridgeback venom for the alchemists and cave terror eyes for the hedge witches, each bill of sale neat as a pin. Wow, you guys are working with witches too. You guys do a lot around here, huh? Marianne's papers. A note at the top of the pile. More folk mumbling about that old Ovadado's gold mine fairy tale. Some kind of madness in the camps. Folks fighting over pay, food, anything they can grab. Trappers going missing. Something's wrong. But what am I supposed to do if even the cursed doctors can't figure out what it is? Spirits help me, love. I promise I'd get you justice someday. I ain't forgot. But I promise I'd take care of our people too. And if the only folks who can help are them natives. Good knowledge for us. Oh, relay from the doctor from Grackle. Mrs. Wilson. My area of expertise is ridgebacks and related venomous megafauna, not mental issues. Whatever is happening to your people is beyond my experience. 3 symptoms of increased hunger, obsession, and decline of mental faculty could be caused by anything from a gas leak to a contaminated water supply. If you send samples of any kind, I may be able to provide more information, but at the moment, there's nothing I can recommend. The one guy we killed was not the only guy with problems. Trapper's relay. Mrs. Wilson, stopped in town to send word afore we head back. Trail's gone cold. Bastard might be out of his gourd, but he's still got all his skills. We ain't gonna find him before something worse happens. I ain't happier about this than you, but it might be time to ask the natives to help the search. Whatever else they are, they're keen trackers, and they might find some sign of him in their own territory. You want us to keep looking? Just relay the order. But we ain't gonna find him. Natives still might. Well, I did find him. We did find him, but not in the state that you expect to find him in. West Standing Woman. Can't say I'm over the moon to see you again. I didn't even know you were here. Oh, our people are here. We found your trapper. Oh? I ain't seen him. Dead. Taken by Wendigo, the spirit of greed. We had to put him down. That true? You killed one of my men? All trappers deserve to die. The man attacked me first. It is true. He had become violent, obsessed with the Olvidado bracelets. There was no way to heal him from his greed. Floods. Bunch of my other men started arguing about those Olvidado bracelets too. Searching each other's gear, turning violent. A band of them left camp looking for them. But I'll tell you the same thing I told them. Olvidado's lost gold mine's a myth. A tall tale. Ain't real. You're wrong. The spirit of greed is answering its call. We must look for the bracelets, find this lost mine and destroy it, or Wendigo will consume all the West. Wendigo, huh? I must be a fool. But my men, they seemed sick. Not right in the head. Fine. You want to go treasure hunting? Be my guest. My men went looking for those bracelets from the southwest corner of camp. Maybe you can pick up their tracks. You want some extra muscle? Take my second in command here. Shoots plenty straight. Just let me know what happens to them, alright? Those fellas, they're family. Can you tell me more about Olvidado's lost gold mine? Hey, why are they... I thought I came alone to find them, but then West Standing Woman and I think it was Upper Sky? They were both here too. Could you tell me more about the mine? Legend says it's got veins of gold thick as your arm. Only way to get there is to find 3 gold bracelets. A sort of key. I always thought it was a myth. Something old gold rushers jaw about after a bottle of whiskey. But now, I'm not so sure. How do you feel about the Lost Fire Nation? Us. Oh! Your kind killed my husband. I know your elder would say it's not true, but I ain't believe squat. Only reason I ain't killing y'all where you stand is because of this predicament. Soon as we get this sorted, don't be surprised if I send y'all across seas. Your husband? Glenn. After what y'all did to him... Wait, this is called Fort Glen. Oh my god. After what y'all did to him, we couldn't even find his rifle. I won't speak on it more.
More of Marianne's men gone ravenous trying to find them Olvidado bracelets. Head out from the southwest corner of the camp. Time to put them tracking skills to use.
We're expert trappers. Oh, I like how if you look on the map, the Pigman is not mad at me. Because I have Joe with me probably, right? You're watching me? You're watching me? I don't think you can. Can we rescue them if we wanted to? I kind of wonder. You're second in command. A native, huh? Guess I've seen worse. You racist. Listen, we want our men back safe. You want my irons by your side? You got them. Maybe not the kind of person that's, you know, plays nicely with me as a native, but I think it's important, you know, to have people in our parties that are from different upbringings and tribes and all that. If we learn to get along, then maybe you'll see that, hey, actually, there's nothing to hate here. But that again is another spot that I can't... We brought Jane around as Clarence, but she didn't really do anything though. Besides for that initial conversation. Yeah, it's a little bit disappointing. But I still want to see them because I want to get the weapons back. Search for the trappers' footprints. Did you say it was somewhere down in the southwest corner? Broken step. No mortal hand lifted the stone of this temple from the earth. and no mortal hand has ever been able to reveal what's inside. Ooh. If there's a temple though, we need a sigil stone, so maybe not that. Wait, do we know where the marks are? Oh, actually, it might be right here. Hold on. Wait. Is it around here? Here it is. It is here on this map. Hold on. Yeah, the lady meant west of the map, of this map, not out of this map. Track the 2 missing ravenous trappers. Okay. Hold on. While walking around, I did find that there was a golden ace of spades here. I didn't pick it up yet because I didn't want to do it without you. How many do we have now anyway? 2. I'm not sure what we need. Because as Clarence, I didn't even have to picklock anything. Lockpick anything? Picklock anything? I'll hold on to it for now. I want to make myself a little bit stronger too if possible, because right now, both my posse members are significantly stronger than me. Feel pretty weak.